Hello, everybody. My name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and welcome to another video. And a big happy new year, a big happy 2025 to everybody watching. Hopefully, it's a great year for everybody. And that's actually what we're going to talk about in this video. It's the 2025 matches for the Argentina national team and the youth teams. So let's just get into it. The first things first is actually coming up very, very shortly, and it's the Under 20 South American Youth Championship that is taking place in Venezuela. Argentina are in the tournament, of course, and this is very, very important because this serves as the qualifiers for the Under 20 World Cup that will take place later this year in Chile. So Argentina has to finish in the top four in order to qualify for the Under 20 World Cup. 5 teams out of South America will qualify, Chile being one of them as the hosts. So the top 4 outside of Chile will also qualify for that tournament. No Javier Mascherano in charge, not anymore. It's Diego Placente. Mascherano taking charge of Inter Miami. So Argentina with a new coach. And Argentina in Group B alongside Brazil, Colombia, Ecuador, and Bolivia. And this tournament takes place between January 23rd and February 16th. And Argentina's opening match is on January 24th against Brazil. So that is Argentina at youth level. They have to finish in the top 4 in order to make the Under 20 World Cup later this year. That takes place between September and October. After that, we are moving on to the senior national team, and it is kicking things off in a massive way. Argentina's first 2 matches of 2025 are the biggest ones possible in terms of opponents, and they are against Uruguay and Brazil, and they are World Cup qualifying matches. The first one versus Uruguay will take place in Montevideo in Uruguay, and the second one versus Brazil in Argentina, possibly at the Monumental. It's not yet confirmed, but most likely that will be the venue for the game. And this is going to be the trend for 2025 for Argentina. It will be World Cup qualifiers. There are no tournaments whatsoever for Argentina. The Finalissima versus Spain is expected to take place next year in 2026, prior to the World Cup. So this year it will be South American World Cup qualifier heavy for the national team. So it's 2 matches in March. First one versus Uruguay, second one versus Brazil. We don't know the dates. They have not yet been confirmed, but those are the first 2. After that, it would be in June, and it's another set of World Cup qualifying matches. The first one once more away, this time versus Chile, and the second one at home versus Colombia. So another 2 big matches for Lionel Scaloni's team. And the reigning World Cup champions are obviously in very good spot in the qualifiers. And who knows by when they'll have qualified. In all likelihood, they will qualify for 2026 for the World Cup, whether it's going to be in June, either against Chile or against Colombia, or potentially in September in the final 2 World Cup qualifying matches. This time, the first match at home versus Venezuela, and the second one away versus Ecuador. And that's going to be the final World Cup qualifying match for 2026 for the Argentina national team. So 6 World Cup qualifying matches: Uruguay, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Venezuela, Ecuador. That's in March, June, and in September. So far we've spoken about the under 20 team. And by the way, let me know down below, where do you think Argentina will rank in that qualifier, in the qualifiers for the under 20 World Cup for Argentina? Will they qualify? Will they not? How do you think the team's going to do? Let me know down below. And also let me know in regards to the World Cup qualifiers, the senior team. When do you think Argentina will end up qualifying for 2026 officially, of course? And which match are you most looking forward to the most out of those 6 qualifying games? Let me know down below. Now, I mentioned the last set of qualifiers will be in September, but that doesn't mean that Argentina cannot or would not be playing any more matches in 2025. Of course, there's the Under 20 World Cup, and then after that, after the qualifiers, there are 2 more international dates, 2 in October and 2 in November, and those would be friendly matches, of course. No tournaments, no qualifiers, so potentially up to 2 friendly matches in October, and potentially up to 2 friendly matches in November. So this could be a total of 10 games for the senior national team in the year 2025, 6 of which would be World Cup qualifiers and up to 4 friendly matches. Let me know down below, against who would you like Argentina to play against? As I mentioned earlier, the Finalissima is expected to be played in 2026. Nothing really official there, nothing concrete, but it is expected to be played next year. So with that said, later this year, who would you like to play against? Would you like to play against a European nation, against an Asian team, against an African team? Let me know down below. There could be some fun opponents, some teams that Argentina haven't played against in years. For example, Argentina versus England, the last time was pretty much 20 years ago in 2005 in a very, very memorable match, a very good match. And kind of infamous as well for Argentina, specifically then coach Jose Pekerman, but that's for another day. So maybe England, we haven't played them in, like I said, in 20 years. Would you like to play a giant, maybe Germany, a team that we haven't played in a while, though we at one point we kept playing in the World Cup itself? Would it be a different team? Let me know down below. With all of that said, what are you looking forward to the most in 2025 for Argentina? Would it be a game in particular? Would it be, maybe Scaloni bringing in new players, which is expected to be the case in March? He did hint to that in the last press conference, or one of the last press conferences, where essentially he said, hey, in March, we're going to be calling up players fully based on merit and fitness, because during the Copa America and just after the Copa America, he wanted to kind of keep the same base, the same players. He didn't want to change too much up. But now, new year, we're not far away from the World Cup. As crazy as that sounds, we are really not too far away. So is that what you're looking forward to the most? Is it potentially new players being called up? Is it a specific match? What is it? Let me know down below. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that notifications button to be the first person notified as soon as a new video drops. Once more, my name is Roy Nemmer of Mundo Albiceleste.com, and thank you for watching.